So if you want, we can do, we have 3 years in the data. So if you want, you can filter for 2024, 2025 and 2026 to have the last 2 years, this year and the year before, right? Yeah. So what I'm going to do, who has something to propose? Does anyone has something to propose?
The comparison between what in last year and
this
year.
Okay.
If they can share their screen.
Yeah, I think you can do anything. It's just to showcase that you can take any value, any amount, be it approved one, be it disbursed, and then you can plot it over the last 2 years, and that's it. Okay. Any quantitative. Yes. So I'm going to. Any like quantitative amount, and then you can just do comparison per year, per month and per year. So you have the variable month year in the data already. So you can also use it if you want. So let's insert a new. You said they can.
I wonder if somebody who did it so they can share the screen.
Do they have like? Yeah, there is a HDMI there. It's very easy to compute. How do you know it is him? It's done. Move it to 3. Oh, it's not showing. Is this thing working? That works.
Let's drop it.
It's not working.
It's not.
All right, let's just do it. So I'm going to send it to somewhere here. Okay. So I'm putting in in the existing pivots. So existing sheet, I'm going to take this one, the pivot. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's go back to 1. Can you see it? Voila. So I'm going to put it on 1. So basically, we can be able to do a plot, line plot, like 2 line plots for year 1 and another one for year 2. And then we use monthly, okay? So you know how to color by. If you want to use a variable to color lines, how do you go about it? So means that I have to take years, fiscal year, and then I put them somewhere here, right? So I have my 3 years positioned, and I will use those columns for coloring, isn't it? Line? No, this is a line plot. So now I'm going to find now where to put my x-axis. X-axis is months, isn't it? X-axis is month. I can get this one, or I can get month names if I want. But let's go with this. So if you expand it, you are going to see this quarter one. But what I need is not month. So you remove unnecessary things like this one. The quarter, you remove the field. So you remain with year, month now. Okay. If you want, you can also remove this one. No. Remove this one. What do we see? Yes. So yeah, now you have monthly data for those years. Okay. Monthly data for so January 2025. But is it a good idea to have it this way, or we just go about month to see month number? Yeah. So I'm going to uncheck the two here and then just take month number and put it here. So I will be sure that if I have one is corresponding to 2024. So January 2025, January. And now you can take any numeric variable, be it disbursement, money disbursed, for instance. I told you you can take any quantitative data, or I can take any actual amount. Okay. Then I have this, and they're saying that I don't have a connection. Yeah, don't worry. Huh? Does it work? Doesn't. But I believe, but this is a repeated data. This is because there is no connection. So amount requested doesn't work like this. Actual. Actual actually. So amount. So instead of month, I'm going to get this one, remove field, and get the data here. So hopefully you can, there's no even link. What does it mean? They're coming from the same table. Okay. Now I have a trick. I move this here. I remove this. And then I can get the month. Remove. That's it.
I was going to ask what happened in 2026.
Ah,
When you are not yet there.
ah. We don't know.
You are not yet there.
Yeah. Yes. We are not yet in September, right? So we are halfway, or more than halfway. So now we have our data.
The date on columns.
Hmm?
Which table?
Which one?
Date in column.
All is coming from the actual.
All?
Yeah, everything is coming. Because of the link issue. So I took everything from actual. Yeah. So I took this date. Let me redo. It was not that easy. It's so the amount is already positioned. Is that okay? Yes. And
Mount and ear.
hmm?
Mount and ear.
Yeah, but now I'm going to get the date. You know, when you put date here, date is disaggregated into quarters, months, and days, and even years. Day, month, quarter, year. So I need, as coloring variable, years, right? So I can take the year from date and put it on the column, and I can remove quarter because I don't need it. I can also remove days because I don't need them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And then I'm going to insert a pie chart, pivot chart, sorry. So they said line. The exercise is saying line, so I'm going to get line here.
We need two years.
Yeah, I can put a filter there. So the filter, you can get it directly from this drop down. You can, oh, sorry. I can uncheck 2024 like this, and I have my 2 years, and that's it. Mm. So hide all pattern charts, and then you customize your plot. Yeah, there is this pattern we use also to, you see the way the data is looking like 45E plus, we can turn it into 45 billions or something like that. I'm looking for the pattern to provide to the custom. So turn it's mm, 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 okay. So let me try. October. We have 3 billion. Okay. So that's what you did. Did this. To 2020. So if you're done, I can show you how to turn big numbers into billion, million, thousands. It's a big struggle in Excel, but when we reach Power BI, you will see that it's automatically detected. Yes, sir.
That is not the same.
Hmm?
That is forms and forms.
Okay.
This data, but I don't have the year based on.
Oh, okay. I think remove it from the. You drag and drop it in the rows. So it means that it's not a 8 in the format. So we are going to go back to the our page. Yeah. Our page. So we will not all page. After you see that the dates are different from what is going you must not have errors. What I'm going to do is the button of which is up.
Use the
Look at this. 22 January 2020. Use weather. And now I That's really good to show you because American start with also no, American is smart. They find out secret. So we imagine this American without smart, they are good. But if you can turn it into good, now it matches. Yeah. Then you convert to I think that's the only so you can close and only solution. After that,
In Europe,
it's fine. You just have to
English, English.
read the states. Oh, oh. Yeah.
Sometimes once they I'm addicted to coffee. That's coffee. Anyone use coffee? Wow, wonderful. Milk comes in. Does it even cross Mia? Mia or Latin? Okay. Then the next question is how fast are requests approved? So here they just ask us, I told you I'm going to show you how to make millions out of an amount that is too long. An amount that has like 9 zeros, so we can transform it into billions. Okay.
Yes. So what we do is I'm going to do Control Z, 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 Z until I get. So that's the amount, right?
Okay.
So what you're going to do is to select all the range like this, and you go to custom currency, and then you see more currency formats up down here. More currency formats. Then you see custom. So after custom, you can just delete whatever which is here. You can take anything like this, and then you delete like this. And you start with the dollar sign. Because Rwanda franc, right? And now this hash means number, and then this is thousands, million, and then billion. And then you can now add your billion here. No need of a space here, so billion like this. So it means if you want to add space between number and the B, it's up to you. You can remove the space or add it. So once you're done with that, you just hit enter, and you see that numbers will change. So Rwanda franc, even between Rwanda franc and 5, you can even insert a space there. Okay. Then the only thing you have to do if you want to add like more decimals, you can add them like this. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Customization, I can't count on you to do it better. Now, question 6, how fast? Request approved. Huh?
You can a bit on how to billionize.
To billionize. Yes. So how to billionize is simple. It's just customizing things. So let's say, let me convert it back into numbers like this. I go to custom and then just have number. This is the amount we have in the starting point. Okay. So what we are going to do is go back to currency, and then you see more accounting formats. Are we together? And then custom. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to write Rwandan franc space dollar. No, hash to say that this is where the number should start from. And then you have thousand, million, billion, and then you can now add the pattern of B like this. Yeah, now you have 3 billion, 3 billion, 6 billion. And if you want to add, you can also add like some decimals to this if you want. Then you have the possibility up here. Up here, you can add some decimals, 1, 2. So if you want 2 decimals, yeah, you have it. Good? Mm-hmm. So for question 6, if you are ready, you can also tackle it. Yes, please.
How can I calculate this link? This shape. When I check this link, shape. The value of this shape.
Normally is on another planet. She's doing. She's already in Sudan. Applying.
Yeah, so that I stay here and
She's already solving your problem in Sudan. No, that's impressive. So it's all about linking. So you said when you click here, you should take what?
take me to this diction.
They're taking this one. They're taking it all. So where is the main dashboard? This way.
I put a link here to mail. To go
Ah,
back.
go back.
No, ask about to connect between link and the shape. When I or a slicer of the shape. Slicer of the shape. Slicer. Slicer of the shape.
If you want it, okay, slice with KPI.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, this,
Yeah.
you know, KPI is coming from
Puppet, yes.
So you can
But
click on
how
it.
I connect? When I
Where is the slicer? Click on it. Then you click on slicer.
Yeah.
And then you see.
Living connection is
Yeah.
connected. Yes, right.
with Puppet, I get the data.
Yeah.
Here.
Yes.
Okay.
Then you-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Huh? Yeah. Well done, Namazi.
That's really good. Okay, now question 6. Question 6 is a bit complex. That's why we need to look at it together. Actually, it's coming from DAX. I mentioned DAX, we never did it. So it's that's the right moment to do it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I do it as if I was in Excel. I do it manually, and then you can also write DAX formulas for that. So I'm going to go to the model. So you have data, right? Data, I'm going to the model and then see, manage the data in the model. What is going on? We wouldn't load the power. This office repair. What does it mean? Is office repairing anything here? Huh? It's saying that hmm?
Did you order anything?
Nothing. So let me maybe close since I already saved. Don't save. And probably because I want to also link the model to Power BI, that's why maybe things are. I'm reopening. Okay, back to Excel. Data model. All right, it is reacting now.
So for question 6, it's just asking us to calculate the average date, average in terms of days. So how many days in average when you make a request, it is approved? So we are going to calculate the difference between the date of request and the date of approval, and then you take the average at the end of the day. Yeah. So how many days in average do we get our request approved? This is the question, question 6. So for us to get that, we do the difference between the request date and what? The approved date. Decision date is here. So for that, we are going to insert a colon. So you see, when, I think you didn't see it. You just go to the model, so data, go to data, right? And then model. Then you open manage data model. So I'm going to do it manually, and then you write formulas directly. You create a measure. Okay. Now, if you take the data of disbursement requests. So after each table you get here, you still see add a column to allow you to add column and then make some computations. Okay. So if you double click on it, you can be able to edit the name. So I'm going to call it days. Okay. So days is now a column of actual. You can even do it in Power Query, but here it is, I think, better. You can still add another column, So let me just point on the first cell here, and then I'm going to say, you see formula up here, as if you were in Excel. You are in Excel, but no more Excel. But this one is allowing us to, those formulas are different. They are tax formulas now. Okay. So I'm going to just say date diff. So you have this function, date diff. In normal Excel, you don't find that function. But in DAX, like data analytics expressions of Excel, you can find it. Yeah. So if you double click on it, now you can just write the name of the variables. It will come with the table directly. So if I say request, you will see request date. You see, just type anything that is in the model, it brings variables. So this is the request date I'm looking for. And the date diff needs the request date. So the date, the lower, like the smallest, and then the biggest date. And then you will specify whether it is day, month, or year. So now decision date. So you see decision is also coming here. And now, yeah, the last argument is, do you need it in terms of day, hour, month, quarter, seconds, week, year? So you just, in terms of days, okay? And we close. All right? Yeah. You can do this one also in normal Excel, and then move the data to, because there is a connection, you can also do it in the original data, and then just refresh, it comes to the model directly. Yes. So date diff, disbursement, date minus, no, decision minus disbursement, and in terms of days.
Okay, then enter. So after finishing writing the formula, you can hit enter to execute it. I don't know what is happening. Yeah, I think it is already done. So if you scroll down, you see that for some amounts, you don't have a decision date yet. It is pending. So if you scroll down, you are going to see the difference. Yeah. So this one took like 5 days. This one took 2 days, 20 days, and so and so. So even the rejection, rejection took like, but now we are focusing on approved. Yeah. Our focus is approved. So what is the average time our request gets approved? So it means that we have to filter out rejected and pending. We just focus on approved, isn't it? So if you now do Control S, save, and you close the model. Then go back to the data. You are going to see if you click on disbursement. No, if you search disburse, where is it? Okay, it has not yet updated things. So I'm going to refresh. Where is so you go to pivot table analyze, and then you refresh to bring data onto the table. Yes. Please review the forms and let's decide to share with. Great, that's nice. Sorry? I don't get the question. What? Do it. Now you have the column of days. You have it? Yes. Now you want to filter out. You want to build the filter. So you get on the disbursement status. When you filter out. You get so instead of all select. Oops, 11.06. Yes, yes. So now that we have our data in the game, we go to insert. So that's that KPI. A KPI is also a pivot table. So you can go here, insert, and then a pivot table from a model. So once you have that, you said, okay, in the existing, and I've pointed. So you point somewhere in the current worksheet. So and yeah, I'm going to put the pivot table here, and I click on OK. Now, where is the table of disbursement requests? So if you go to the bottom, you're going to see days. So I'm going to get days to values like this. By default, it's summing, so I just need average. So change the value field setting to average. So you see average. And at the same time, you can provide a name, a proper name, if you want. Change the name, and you click on OK. So last thing is to get the status to the filter. This is one thing. You take the status and drop it to filter, okay, like this. Get the status, drop it in under filter. Then you are going to see something here on top. All, and then you have to deselect or unselect. Rejected. Our focus is on the approved budgets. So this one is not part of it. And that's it. You can say okay. Or why am I having 11 points? Did I do it well? Yeah. So if it is not working, you can check select multiple items, right? And then you unselect pending and rejected, just leave approved. Then you see 11.06 or 11.1 day. This is, yeah. Then this one can be turned into a KPI. So if you go to your dashboard, you can change one of the KPIs here with, yeah. If I double click here, I can change, I can change what is inside here with that number. So I'm clicking here and equal, I go to pivots and I get this one. So the trick of clicking underneath the number is to not bringing, I don't want to bring the get data, blah, blah, blah. So you just click under and then you remove 1 unit from it. So if I do enter, then I can click on the formula, and instead of 59, I can put 58. And then I get my KPI directly. Okay. So I can bold it if I want, bold, increase if I want to. Then I can change the title here. Average approval in terms of days. So average approval time in terms of days. Okay. And then you can also decide to change this icon. So let me just, I don't know if there is a way of changing. Yeah, changing graphic. Just right click on the icon, change graphic, and then from icons, and then you can just change. Yeah.
So I can take calendar if you want. I want days. Is it internet or doesn't see calendar? Yes. So I can take this clock, I can take whatever. So take whatever is good for you. So I need this clock and insert. So it is going to change coins with what I've just provided. And that's it. And if you remember, we have already grouped everything together, so everything moves. Okay, moves. So I'm going to just get done. Hmm. Yeah, and then there's something I I should have told you. I didn't. I don't know why. You know, the same way you are renaming your tables, you can also rename pivot tables. So that when you want to create connections, like modify connections, you know the name. Instead of pivot table 3, you don't even know what it is. It's better to rename. Yeah. So you go to pivot table analyze. When you are on one pivot table, analyze, and then you can check on the corner here to see how to rename the pivot. And this is very good when it comes to create connection. Yes. Yeah. So this is pivot table 3. Pivot table 3. Slicer pivot table 3 should also be part of the connection. So now if I take Ministry of Trade, I have it. Ministry of Youth, Ministry of Agriculture. Yeah, so and so. So how do we lock it? Attempt to move. So don't move. This shouldn't be. Comes in euros. If you are through with the second last question, we can tackle the last one, and then we'll stretch a bit before I'll introduce you to another thing. So biggest unspent balance. So what does it tell you, this question? The biggest unspent balance. How do we calculate the unspent balance? Colleagues, how do we calculate the unspent balance? I think we can look at the table of disbursements again. Yeah. So you see there is an amount requested, and then there's another amount somewhere. Where is it? There is amount approved and amount. So it means that I requested money, and then there is. I'm just trying to locate. Yeah, it's here. You see the amount that is disbursed. You have amount, the annual budget. You have committed. You have disbursed. So we can have the amount unspent. The remaining money I didn't use. Yes. So which one is that?
أنا سجلت الوقت
معناها حاضرة يوصل يعني هو الديسبيرت ماينس annual budget.
Mm-hmm.
Add column, add new columns.
Mm-hmm.
I make
Mm.
خلاص بس
الانيوال ماينس التسبيح ماينس
Mm-hmm. Annual minus disburse.
equal
Yeah. Yes.
من الانسبنت.
Yes. This is the annual budget that is approved, right? And now the one I have disbursed is like, let's check for the Ministry of Finance and Economy. We have like a 140. In Windows. What is that? Aye.
created.
Yeah. Let me do Control N from here. So let me just calculate the first one. So it's equal to 142,729 4 zeros minus 48,0047 140, and then I divide again by this to see what is the change. Why is it negative? 142 7. It's 4 zeros here. It's not that exactly. And then 4 zeros also here, I guess. Yeah. So if I do this minus this, yes. So to see the execution divided by annual budget, and you see the 0.336. Yeah, so you are right. If you want to see the amount unspent, it's annual minus disbursed. And then you see the amount that is not yet spent. Okay. But now I'm still confused about committed. But since they are not far from disbursed, committed is like maybe I prompted the money provider that actually I need 50. Is it 5 billion? 54 billion now. So committed is the money I want.
Yes.
And disbursed is what they can give. Can we agree on that?
Okay.
I committed like in GitHub.
Yeah.
GitHub, you commit a change, and then what you get is maybe lower or yeah. Exactly. That's mm-hmm.
يعني مصدقة يعني هو ميزانيتهم دي صدقوا كده ايه حتى الاكسكيوشن ريت بيحسب من الاثنين الايوه البودجت دي ما بيشتغل بعدين مع الحاجه اللي مو خدتوها
المفروض يوصل الكمبيوتر من الصور.
ايوه كده
بس هو عمل الانوال ناقص
المفروض انا كوميتي.
So committed Ndora Mia, and I receive 80. something like that.
Mia mean annual meal.
Annual budget.
And commit receive the money.
Yes, exactly. The money.
Yes.
So
Does that mean commit?
yes,
Commit, I think.
Minus.
yeah. So yes, good. Now that we have agreed, we can calculate it here. So unspent amount. So we are going to add a formula. We can still add it directly in Power. In the. I'm going to add it also in the pivot table directly, but let's also add it here. So you use the formula again. It's equal to annual minus.
No, committed minus.
Commit minus.
Minus what? Annual.
No.
Disbursed. Oh, okay. To have the unspent money. Committed. This is what I asked for. That's true. That's actually true. Yes. Okay. So, but now, how about the annual? Is it like the overall money that goes to the Ministry of each of the
I
ministries?
think annual is the yearly budget,
Mm-hmm.
and then the committed, maybe they don't give the yearly budget at once,
Yeah, they give bit by bit.
by bit,
Yes.
in sections.
Yeah.
And then in that section, the committed money will that amount.
Correct. So now, what do? We can just get this one over there.
ميزانية مثلا عندنا ميزانية من اليوم. عندنا مشروع في الميزانية دي.
لكن هو فهم انه جزء لا جزء. الاحداث الان يولي كلها
لا انا ما كده انت مثلا عرضتها في المشروع ب 800 بعد ذلك تنفذها ضاف منه 200.
So, no, you are right. You are right. I didn't understand it. So now that data is in, we did modifications. Sometimes it doesn't come straightforward. So you need to go to, you can refresh, like click on one of the pivots, and then you go to pivot table, analyze, and you refresh. And I'm going to insert now a new pivot table from the model, okay? So our table of interest is budget execution. Budget execution, then we get the institution. After getting the institution, we now go to the unspent. Unspent will go to values. Yeah. So it's just single values. If you sum, you divide, you take average, it will remain constant. So there's no worries about this. And if you want, you can turn them into billions, possible? No, or millions. Yeah, let me just put them as currency, then Rwandan franc. So I can see that, in terms of millions, it can work for me. So I'm just going to do custom. And there is a custom something here. So I can get this one and just remove 1 comma to see whether I can have millions. Is it possible like this? Yeah. And then pivot table analyze. So we can have a column, right? Column chart or bar chart. Yeah, Benjamin said something I didn't do. We sort them now to have the biggest on top. So sort from smallest. Is not smallest? Yeah. Yeah.
I think they asked it to select top one.
At the top 10. Yeah. For the top 10 also, if you want top, not top 10? Let's just say top 4. Top 4, so you will top 1, 2, 3, 4. So to get the top something, it's very simple also to do that. I sent it yesterday in the group. So if you want the top something, you click on the filter here. Filter, and you will see value filter. And at the bottom, you'll see top 10. Now, if you click on it, you can modify the 10 into something else. So top 4. Okay? That's it. Now you have your 4 ministries here. Top 4 ministries or institutions with unspent amount. Yeah, something like that. And we remove the hide buttons. Yeah, this is something we can get. We can take it to the dashboard, and then we add labels. Yeah.
I can use institution. Filtered by year.
You want to add years also.
Top 4 by year.
The disperse does not have, it's very limited. It doesn't have those disbursement by year. Yeah, so we cannot connect it to fiscal year. Yes. So I'm going to cut it and add it to the dashboard. And you can also do adjustments if you want. You can like check one of the graphics like this. And I think if you go to the format, you are going to see height, and you can adjust a new graphic with the height and width of an existing one. Okay, so 418 centimeter and 1907. So I don't know if I can be able to remember 418 1907. So I can go to this one and change to 4. Is it 418, right? 4.18, and this one is 1907. So if I do this, you see the new is directly adjusted to this one. Okay. Then you can also, if you want to have like the same alignment, you can do control and click on this guy and also this one, and then you go to alignment. So shape format, you see align, you can say center, align center. So you align them together. They have the same height, same width, and then you can align. Okay, Control Z. Control Z again to, you see, when you click on this graphic, you can go to format and see, check the height and width. So now if for the new one, you want to have the same exact width and height, you can click now on this one. So you remember the numbers. So 418 and 1907. So you click now on the new, and you can do 418, 4.18, and here you add 1907. Enter. Now you see that they are not aligned, but they have the same shape, right? So you can hit Control and click on this one, Control this one, and go to shape format, and you see alignments. Alignments, you have a lot. You can have left, right, center, bottom, up to you. So I'm going to center. So it is centered. Yeah. So even these ones, if you want to like make them aligned horizontally or vertically, you can say align, and then you can say horizontally. So it will adjust them. Even these ones, and so and so. This is how you can get your graphics aligned, and then yeah. I think this is all I got. Yeah. So the remaining is up to you. Now you know how to, you know all corners of Excel. What we didn't do in Excel is VBA, Visual Basics. So maybe you can also learn about it if you want to. To do everything about Excel, Visual Basic is the next thing to do. Advanced. Yeah. Now this VBA, Visual Basics. This is like programming interface in Excel. All right, and then we have YouTube videos, we have many things. If you want to try something, you can go to YouTube, or you browse it, you prompt it to AI, and you get better every day. Yeah. So let's stretch a bit, and then I will show you how to move from Excel to Power BI. Okay? First, we are going to start with a blank project. Okay? Blank report. So, you see, Power BI is also, if you load, you import data, it's also opening the Power Query editor you already know in Excel. Okay? Means that since both of them are Microsoft products, if you have a model existing in Excel, you can just load that model into Power BI, and you start directly the visualization part. No need of connecting dots again. So how do we do that? You see your dashboard that you already created, this one. If it is saved, you can even close it. You can close it this way. So let me save it. Then under in Power BI, you can go to File, and I think it is Import. So File and Import, you will see options. The last option, Power Query, Power Pivot, and Power View. So if you click on that one, you can easily import. Yeah, so my model is in the dashboard. Workbook I have, so I just have to open it. And I start. Okay. Yeah, you see all the data you worked on? Everything is here. So Power View has 0 item because it cannot interpret what is coming from Excel. Yeah, KPIs are here. So you can also use them directly. Okay. Then I'm going to close. So if you check under data here, all your data is already positioned. You see? Yeah. You see how easy it is. If you have a model in Excel, you can load everything. And if you check here, there's no visual. If you check on the table view, you see your tables. If you click on each of them, you're going to see them appearing. So no need of doing a redundant work when you are in Microsoft. You start from Excel. If it is very easy for you to clean data in Excel, clean everything, build your model there, and then you import. Or after cleaning, you can just, if you don't want to import the model, you can now do the Power Query from scratch. So this is what we are going to do. Okay. And the model is here, the way you did it. Okay. The same model we had in Excel is here. You go to file and then import. File, import. Okay, close it. You save it from Excel, close.
partition the king partition. More than one.
What view? What view?
Yes, all data is there. So now we are going to change. So you keep this one, you can save it, and then you continue playing with it. But now I'm going to show you how to import to extract data if you don't have a model. Imagine you don't have any model, you want to open your Power BI and start afresh. This is what you're going to see now. So let's save this. You can play it with it later on. So saving is just Control S, and then you give it a name, and you can also browse where to put it. So it's in my folder, Training Excel Beginner to Advanced. So I'm going to call it Budget Execution PBI, like this. So it is saved. So I can close Power BI and reopen it, or I can just say File and New. There's no new. So if there's no new, then blank. I can start a new blank report. Yep. So this is a blank report. There is nothing under data. So those are the visualizations you can input. And the good news is that you have, if you are programming in R, you have R and Python also embedded into Power BI. So you can use R and Python if you want to summarize data and then save it in under data. You can use R or Python if you know how to code in Python. Those are good features. And I think after Power BI comes Python. So it's also a good thing. See how things are linked, right? Yeah. So now we are going to, I don't know if you received the data already. It's in the folder, the link that was shared to you on day one. So if you go to that link, you can download the new data. So let me show it to you. Desktop. Yeah, you see Sudan Power BI data. So download that one. So it's just data simulated for as if we have your data and then we are working on something that is from your ministries. Okay.
Do you have the data? Okay, you dropped it there. Okay. Yeah. Mhm. My battery is about to die. I didn't know we have all sorts of things here. Nice. Short. Hmm? Yeah, that one is. Who's it? You have the data? So the same way, you have shortcuts here. If you want to import data from Excel, you have this shortcut, or you have the exact same button that is also in Excel data. Get data, you see, from Excel.
I'm not too high.
Sorry?
I'm not too high.
I don't understand.
Not too high.
Yeah. Exactly the way we did it in Power Query Editor. This one is going to be fast because we already know how to. Yes, you know how to interact with Power Query Editor. Okay. So we have this shortcut. Can we continue? Yeah, import data from Excel or go to get data. You'll find the same option here. So import. Now double click on the folder where data is located. Okay. So I'm going to choose any of the two. So the biggest one is Sudan Power BI Economic Development Data set. So if I click on open, so now it is Power Query Editor which will be open. The same as in Excel. Okay. Now, Fabrice, I have two different data, but it looks like they're the same. Mm-hmm. In Excel, you only have one.
Click on them. Sometimes it shows that
Mm?
over control here.
Yeah, this is Excel. So we have like
One sheet.
one sheet with okay, and then we have blanks here.
Yeah.
It's the same as if you check this one, it has the same information like the code 001. To check this one also, it's the same thing.
This one.
I don't know if there is a hidden.
No, I didn't hide them.
Yeah, okay. So let me just choose one of them. So it tick on one of them, but I advise us to like choose the second one. Okay. So we don't load, we transform. We are going to transform data before we load it. Yeah, it's the same cleaning process. You can go to view and activate column profiles so that when you hover on one column, you will see some statistics. So this one is just a constant, which tells us that it is about economic and development observation. So we don't have to care much about this variable. So the second one is the state ID. So you have like 5 states. What? Screen, okay. Okay, screen sharing, entire screen. Yes. Thank you. So we have 5 states in Sudan. So this is for the data from the data simulation. I hope it is true. Yeah. And yeah, those states are here. Those are the state names. So Khartoum has as capital city Khartoum. Wow. That's good. Okay, what data problem do you see here? You have you have like 5 states, but from our bar plot here we see 6. What is the difference coming from? Sorry? Yeah, Gidarif, right? Yeah, one is in capital, another one is in lowercase. How do we solve that problem? Yeah, that one solves the problem. So you just do right click, transform, and you capitalize each word. So only the first letter will be capital and the remaining is lowercase. So that is solving exactly our need. Okay. And what about regions? So we have only Eastern and Central regions from this data. And geographic zones, we have 5 geographic zones, River Nile, and yeah, as you can read. Yeah, location, you have mixed and predominantly urban. Okay, department priority, there's nothing to clean here. Years, we have, these are 5-year data, so from 2021 up to 2025. And you have quarters, quarter numbers, month, names, in order. You can load it. Yeah, I think everything is okay. Exports value. Yeah, this variable has a problem. Budget categories. You see water. So what could we do here? So you can capitalize each word here. But the danger is ICT will be I with capitals I and C small and T small. There we can change ICT later. Very good. So transform, capitalize each word, and then we check whether we still have a problem. Where did I do it? It's here, right? There is something wrong. Yeah, I think there's no change. Hmm? I did. Like transform, capitalize each word. Okay, now I can see the change. Okay. Water is gone. I still have problem with economic development. So it's written the same as the one on top. So what could be the problem? Probably what makes the difference between economic development and economic development? You solved it yesterday. Let me check. Okay, now ICT is I in capital and C small t small. So T like this and click on change values. So we are going to just change ICT into capital and that's it. ICT. Sorry. Thank you very much. Now we are done with the budget category. Programs. Okay. So for the programs, don't worry, they are repeated because of years. Al Jazeera Economic Development Program, 2021 up to 2025. So they are repeated. Yeah. Very good. And the remaining are all values. So we have plan, budget, revised, actual expenditure, balance remaining, capital expenditure, recurrent, and so and so. Now, program status, we have, yeah, is it on track, delayed, or completed? We are going to have nice KPIs here. It's a really nice set of data. So, yeah, access to water rate, sanitation, and so and so. So at the end, you are going to see null, null, null. Yeah, if you see that there is nothing you can do with the data, yeah, we can delete it. But now, if there's a danger, if you delete it and then you want to scale your data, maybe this is the current information you don't have, right? And you want to scale your data and then provide those variables later, you can leave them there. Or if you just want to build your dashboard on full data, you can delete them. But project ID, I think we already have here as record ID. So there's probably no need to have those nulls. So you can delete them one by one or click on project ID like this, right? Shift arrow left to select until the end. I don't know if there is data. I have to check one by one. And you can right click on one of them and remove columns. Just like how we were doing it in Excel Power Query Editor. So if you are happy with the data, after checking all inconsistencies, if you're happy with the data, you can now go to Home and click on Close and Apply. Close and apply. So here there is no need to load. No, close and add. No. The model is already here. Everything is in one place. So you close and apply. Close and apply. Then you will see this prompt like apply changes or discard changes. So we are going to apply them. So wait until you see this pop-up. And so data is loaded. Yeah, as you can see, data is already positioned here under data. Okay. Yeah, all your variables are here. Okay. And if you click on data view, you can view them as if you were in Excel, and they are all here. Okay. And now when you go to data model, it's taking time to load because it's a bit big. Yeah. Your data is here. If you go to model, it's only a single table. Yeah. And for this section, we are going to make it more simpler. So we are going to just load now the second one. So let's go to get data again, get data. And the second file is also an Excel file. So here I have two tables. And then I also have, it's the same thing, right? Okay, so let me just get the first one. And load and transform. Transform data, yes. Actually, we transform to be a bit careful about what we're doing. Like, if you load directly, it's sending it to the model. But if you transform data, you are going now to like arrange, like check whether there is an inconsistency before you load it. Yeah. So in terms of data quality, 100% valid. So it's a check. So now you have to check also whether there's a matching between city names that are in this table and city names from this. So if there is an inconsistency, then when you will be doing your visualization, you are going to see some more. You're going to see them, then you can come back and correct things and go back to the visualization. So let's rename this data as region. Yeah? Sorry? Yeah, regions. So yeah, when you click on the data name on the left-hand side, you can see properties on the right-hand side. So you can rename. Call it regions. So now we have two tables, region and data. Yeah. So we just make simple things so that, if you survived in Excel, this one is just it's given for free. So let's close and load if everything is in order. And we are going to apply changes again. You are going to see a difference between Power BI and Excel. Power BI tries to find the connections automatically. Whereas in Excel, you connect things manually. But Power BI does it automatically. When you load several data, it tries to find connections. I don't know what's going on. I click on apply changes, but it doesn't work. Let me give it a small time. There are pending changes in your queries that haven't been applied. Is there anything that I should click on? Okay, it's loading in the backend here. It's loading here.
No relationship between two things.
Yeah, does it bring it on your computer? Okay. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes it is detected, sometimes it is. So I'm going to use the task manager to kill it. Yeah, I think I've lost it. So let me catch up very quickly. And I don't know if it is an issue of having a virtual machine. Doesn't work the way I want. You're going to add all your visuals, be it KPIs, be it tables and visualizations, like columns, lines, bars, donuts, you name it. Okay, and also you have pages. The same way as in Excel, you can have different sheets. Here you can have pages. So page 1, page 2, up to the number of page you want. And at the end of the day, you can even publish your dashboard. But this one will require a license. Yeah, if you don't have a license, I don't know if it is, you will be able to publish your, yeah, you can't. You need to pay a license for the institution.
But they can export it.
Yeah, you can export a PDF. Yes. So now let us say we just want a KPI like this. So KPIs are called cards here, and there is also KPI here. Huh?
This is not the,
Hmm?
the usual KPI.
Mm.
This version,
Mm.
it has like that one at the same.
Yeah, it works. Mm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So do we have another one here?
Yeah, this. If you restore the default version.
Oh, okay, okay. This is like a new way of seeing it.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah. So if you already, I'm going to build one or two things and then, yeah. If you have your data here already, all right, those are visuals. You can create visuals using everything here. So how do you insert a KPI? Let me just remove this. You click on the 1, 2, 3 you're seeing here, a card. And there's also something called KPI here. Yeah, so we click on the card, then the card will position itself. You can adjust it the way you want. Now, how do we now get a card here? How do you get a card? So you can go to data. Imagine if you want to calculate the total amount of something. So let's say let me just take a numeric variable and then sum it. It becomes my KPI. What is it? Public investment, for instance. You saw something? Budget? Let me say budget. Plan budget and revise budget. So you can have two KPIs. Plan budget, you click on it. So when you click on it, it's going to calculate the sum of planned budgets, and you see here, that is, yeah. You see the struggle in Excel to group things. No longer there. Don't hate me. Yes. So sum of planned budgets. And if you want to insert a new one, you click on the white pen like this, and then no, sorry, what am I doing? Let me do control. Yeah, even if you inserted something else, you can still come on the KPI and still transform it. Okay. Yeah, so planned and revised are almost the same. Okay. And then if you want, for instance, planned, let me do this one and then I can leave the space. So if I want to put a donut for planned, and then by let's say by capital city or by region. So I just have to click on two, let me say state. So state, you can take it from region since they're already linked, state or state name. So let me just take it from the table of regions. Sorry, like this. And now you can add the budget, the planned budget or the revised one. Yeah. Right. Yeah, and the remaining things like slicers and so and so. I think just like this, we are done with Power BI. The rest is just making it beautiful. All right. Okay.
Yes. Then I'll move to Excel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Say every visualization we are going to make, we're going to be knowing why we are making that visualization, right? Now, personally, I use Power BI. Now, when I use these cards, we call them cards in Power BI. Let's say in your setting, we want to see, we have a national data, national economic data, and let's say we want to know the total GDP. GDP, you know what I'm talking about. The total GDP. Then we have, it is a total number. Then that's where we are going to use something like this. If we want to see the total population, that is where we are going to use something like the total numbers, all numbers, complete numbers. This is where we use the cards because they present the total numbers. So if we add it, wait, that one is not working?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So pull the extension code. Then maybe tomorrow we bring our
This is ours.
why they not working. Okay. So let's say if you want to see the total population, I was about to say we add in, let's say, the location, the region, different cities in Sudan. So when I select on Khartoum, I'm supposed to see the total population in Khartoum. So we are going to add on another, it is not a table, but it is called slicer, which is going to help us. If I click on one city, everything across the whole dashboard is about that city, that town, right? We are also going to get to a stage where we develop the map on our dashboard. So even our visualization is going to reflect on what is on our map. Let's say, for example, if we say in our data we had regions where there is agriculture production, right? Now, if we in our data we have agriculture agriculture production in Khartoum, there will be 0 on Khartoum. Are we together? So that's how our dashboard is always connected. Everything is connected on each other. That's why we have these 2 data sets, these 2 sheets, and we can have many more. We can add more data sheets here, which we develop when we develop a connection between the 2 data sets. Do you remember when we did the connection development in Excel? We do the same in Power BI, but many times the relationship is automatic. Power BI connects the data sheets automatically. But we need to come and verify to make sure that the connection that was created is what we want. So when we create that connection, these 2 data sheets, these 2 Excel sheets are going to be talking to each other. When I do a visualization on capital, I will immediately see numbers from here also changing. So now let's practice. So let's look at the data, and then we choose what to do with the visualization. But before that, I would like us to first look at the visualizations, and then we will know what to use for what. Here. This is where we get all visualizations. So if I want to do a bar graph or pie chart, no, not pie charts, bar charts, these are those bar charts. Histogram, this is where it is from here. And then we have line graphs. Line graphs, when we are looking at a certain trend, when we are, let's say, for example, when we have GDP over time, how our national GDP has been changing over time. That's where we put in the line graph. So every visualization that has time component in it, you end up using line graph. Now, when you have, for example, one, remember binary data? I'm referring to mathematics. Binary, you have male or female, or yes or no.
Yes.
That kind of data, you use pie chart on them. When you want to visualize them, you use pie chart. Others, you have maps. You can use this for maps. And when you want to do these cards, 1, 2, 3, you use this one. This card, this one, is used for this one. Yeah. You are visualizing whole numbers. Also, this one, you know this one that has a filter on it? This is where you use, we are going to see, there are filters, slicers. This is where you use the slicers. Also, sometimes in the visualization, you want to create a table. When you want to show a table, these are the tables you use. Now, there are so many visualizations, but we will not use all of them. So we are going to use the main ones that you can use even back in your job, right? Yeah. So when you're done with choosing the visualizations, this is where, when you click on this one, you go down here to make, let's say we click on a pie chart, and we want to build we want to make a visualization of a pie chart. So when I click on a pie chart and I open this data here to show all the variables, I'll be able to pull one of the variables to here for it to make a visualization. You already know that because I saw your dashboards. But then what I wanted to show you is after you have pulled this data, let's say I've brought let me make an example. Okay. What can we put in our pie chart? That's why I always go to data view. It helps me to understand the data and the visualization I can make. So if you want to see the region,
Development priority.
yes, all development priority. Where is it? Yes, yes. Let's see the development priority what it has. So we have high, low, and medium. Only 3 categories. That means we can build a pie chart for this visualization. So yes. So what we are going to do is we come back to our pie chart and we say development priority. Is it? Then also we need it in variance. And we need to make it very large for us to see it. Can you see it? So the visualization we have right now, it shows development priority. We have bigger, medium, and high priority and low. The prioritization of development projects. So when we want to make any changes, editing, to make it more presentable, this is where we go, here. Here. You see it?
Yes.
So when I click here, it gives me different opportunities to make different edits on this visualization. For example, if I want to make changes on region, this is region, right? So if I want to make changes on region, I will come here and then position. Let's say if we want to do center right, center left, for us in Sudan, we always do, where is it? No, not this one. No. I can. So we want to do our region to be on center right. Center right, right? Now, if that is the position of the region. If I want to put it at the top, I put it at the top. If I want to put it at the bottom, this is where you change the position of region. Now, that is point number 1. Point number 2, if I want to edit the text on the region, I'll open text. Then let's say I want to increase its size. The size of text is increasing. You see it. Now, if I want to make it bold, I'll just click here and everything is bold. Are we together? So if I want to make it black, change the color of the region. I'll click here and change the color of the region. Now it is totally black. So every edit we are doing, we are going to do it step by step, right? Now, yes, now I close the text. If I want to change anything on the title of the region, you see here title, I open title, and then you see my title is development priority. Do you want our title to be like this? Yes, but let's remove this hyphen. Now the title of our region is clear. Now I can close my title. So if I want to make any edit on slicer, slicer is this part of this colorful one, this. Now if I want to change anything on the slicers, let's say I don't want to present my data using orange. So I just click here and I'll be changing the color of the slicer to yellow. Are we together? No, we are not together.
Project medium.
Okay. For us to be together, we're going to all be doing what I'm doing. Like we move together practically. Power BI is very, very simple. Yes. Are we together now? Okay. So now we have edited our region, this one, and they want to go ahead and edit, let's say, the title and some of the information here. So what we're going to do is, we always, when you want to edit anything on this slicer or on this pie chart or visualization, always click on it to be selected. Because if you don't click on it, there are some functions that you not see here. But when you click on it, you see now it has changed to allow you to do some editing. Now, this is where I told you we do all the editing. Like, you know, editing of pictures. Editing of pictures, it is like here. You do the editing of pictures. Yes. It is not a picture, but this is where you make it presentable. Yes. Now, if I come here, where I want to work more on this, I'll just click this visual. This visual helps you to edit information on the region, the slicers and all. Let's say the slices, we could change the colors. If you want to change the detail label, which is right now we have the numbers. You see the numbers? The percentages
Yes.
are outside the pie chart, but we would like them to be inside the pie chart. So when you want them to be inside the pie chart, you come here under slices, then you go to detail label. When you go to detail label, it is outside, but we want it inside. Now it is inside. You get? Now it is inside, and we want it to change the information. You see? As data scientists or data analysts, we don't want our bosses to see numbers, whole numbers, as well as percentages. Pie charts are made for percentages, right? So we want to remove this 1.3K from our visualization so that we remain with only percentages to make it presentable. Yes. So what you do, below there is a label content. Here, label content. So we want to see percentage of total. Percentage of total. When I click on percentage of total, everything else is now only percentage. Yes. Now I have edited the percentage. If I want to do anything on the values, maybe when you're making your visualization, you feel like the size of all the font is very small. You want to increase the size of the words, or the color, or if you want to edit these numbers, this is where you do it, on values. For example, now the color, no, the size of the values is at 9, but you can increase it. Click on, let's say we make it, let's see if 15 is okay. Look at, now my font is at 15, and this is how it looks like. And if I want to make it bold, like bold, I'll click on here and it is now bold, very much visible. Yes. Now, if I also want to change the color, sometimes it is, this color is gray, and sometimes depending on the colors here, it is not visible. So since we have chosen to make it white, let's make it completely white. And we see if it makes the visual more visible. For example, so if you change the color to white, it makes the visual more visible for someone who is far. And here, the background. Sometimes you never want to put on the background, but if you find something like this here, you see what I just did? This background. For me, I don't like it. It makes my visualization look bad. So there will be a time when you're building your visualization and you find this black.
More color, not.
Yes, the color is
Yes.
doesn't feel good. So you just make sure background is off. Make the background off. So I choose off and it is gone. Yes. Then display units. It is in percentages, but there will be a time when we want to change the display unit. That's when we are going to use it. Because in pie chart, we always use percentages, right? Okay, so we are done editing the detail labels. We are going to do another editing again. Looking at this visualization of ours, we have done a very good job on editing information inside. So we want to edit the title and the boundary, the border of our visualization. Ready? Sorry?
Now it's sharp. It's going to be the boss.
Are we together? So we are going to do this exercise. I'm going to show you how. Then maybe in your free time you just keep practicing. When we come back tomorrow, we are all going to make good visualizations. Now, when I want to edit this, we were here at visual. We want to come here to general. Click on general. So when you click on general, you have properties, but then you also have title. We said we want to edit our title. So when I click on title, it says count of department priority. This is what our title looks like right now. So we want to change it because this is not presentable. So we just remove count of, we say development priority by, yes, it is development priority is enough. Now we have the right heading and the font. Are we together? So go to font and increase it to 30. Let's say 30 and we see the size. Yes, 30. Have we increased to 30? Yes, then we make it bold. Yes. Now we make sure the color, text color is black. And here it is when we are going to add on background on our title. Let me show it to you. If here you have this no fill. Let's say I want to make the background of my title look more beautiful. So I click here. Now I have a background on my title, but my title is no longer visible. Now I make it white, but then the background blue. I don't know if we go to.
Yes.
Yes, you have a background on the title, and then you have changed the text. No, the font you don't change it. Oh, this is the title, okay. Improving priority, just remove this one. Now everything else you increase to 30. 30. Increase here the size to 30. Okay, now the title is very good. Now come here, make it white. Okay, yes. In background, click, make it, let's say, blue. Now the background of the title is good. We are good. So you can always choose any color you want. This is just an example. Now, it's here, but something is missing. A title is always supposed to be center. Now, we scroll down here, horizontal alignment, and we choose this one, center. Now it is in the center. We are good? Okay, so now that we have our title, good, want to make sure that we also put in some effects. Effect, remember when you're editing picture, there is where you put in effect. Here we are going to add in effect. Effect like changing the border. The border is not yet very good. So we're going to change the border of our visualization. Let's say, when you click on effect, you open effect. It is white, but we want it to be black. Oh, this is just a background if we want to change the background, but we don't want to change our background. Do you see visual, below background, there is visual border. Do you see it? So if you want to edit it, you click on off, on. Now it is off, but you want to make it on. You did it? Now you open the, also shadow, make it on, shadow. Below visual border, there is shadow. Make it on, like this. Now, do you see a shadow behind our visualization? But we are going to edit that. Just click on visual border. Open visual border. Now, our border needs to be black. Yes, it is black. And then round corners. Round corners, when you put it at 15, make it round corners 15 and increase its size to, let's say, 5. Do you see the change on the border? It is getting more presentable. Yes. Yes. Now we have a very beautiful visualization on the pie chart, right? So, what we have done on this one, we're also going to do on this one. But mainly the effect. We're going to add a title on this one. We're also going to add a background on the title. The border, we're also going to change it. Yeah, that is it. So for learning, when you want to change that, you click on that visualization. You select it. Have you selected it? Now, when you select that visual, now we come here, format your visual. This is where we do the editing. When you click on format your visual, come to general again. When you click to general, we have title. We need to put in title because it is not there right now. So make it on here. Have we opened our title? Then open title, and what title do we want to give this card? It is planned budget, right? So we write here, planned budget. Or let's say total planned budget. Can you see the title now? At the top, we have the title. And we want to make it the font bigger for it to be visible. Let's say we do 20. If we have the font at 20 and we make it bold, it is the same thing we did the other time. Then we make it black, or we make it white and we make the background blue. And it has to be in the center. Then remove that. And we want to add on effect. So the effects background, we don't change anything, but we need to put on the visual border and shadow. So visual border, what we do is make it black and has to be at 5. We want it to be at 5. Is it 5? No. 15.
15.
Yes, 15 here.
It's 5.
And this width is the one that is 5. Now we have done now the shadow. I forgot to show you the shadow area. If I open shadow and it is black, the offset, it is outside or inside. If I put it outside as it is, I want to change also the location. Let's say I want the location of the shadow to be at the bottom, or bottom left or bottom right. Make it at the bottom right, and that is it. Are we all here? Because from here, I want to show you something, and then you're going to do what we did here on this other card alone. Are we all here?
Yes.
Who is not here? Okay. Now you have the title, and you want to give it, you come back on the order. Vision. No, 15. Yes. Now here, 5. Yes. That has increased. Now shadow. Okay. Outside. Bottom left. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yeah, very, very good. Okay. Now, there's something bad that is still on our visualization, the card. We have the title, so we don't need this.
Some.
When we remove this, it will be good with our visualization. And you're going to work on this alone. Right? So, how to remove this title? Remember to click on the visualization, and click there is data label. Where is data label? No, it's not this one. It's not this one. Call out values. No, okay, this label. This is no, it's not. Not this. Sorry?
Cards.
No, it's not on cards.
You use the card with the lightning. Right, that's
The card with lightning? Ah, okay. I used the wrong card.
no problem. Try that option.
I should have this, use this one. It is the one then.
Cards.
Oh, okay. Now,
I check to the card, change the value.
change the value.
Yes. From the card, take to the card.
Yes. Call out value.
Not for this.
Yes.
Take the card. Just وفي الفيجوال ده بيظهر على الكارد وغير الفاليو.
Remove. Okay. No. No. It's not this one. Yes, that's what.
تضغط على الشارت غير الفاليو.
Never use the lightning.
It's the old one. That one is expired.
Yeah. So, do you remember when we said background color that we need to put it off for it to not appear in our visualization? Now, when you start your visualization, the cards mostly, and you have this subtitle, this one, you just click it off here. Visual, category label, when you click off, it goes away. Change. Call out, label of yes. You click on this. Very yes. The form of. Are we good? So what we are doing is not yes. We have removed the small subtitle, yes? Now, one thing that we have not yet done is make our 89.06K bold. Is wanted to be bold to make it more visible. Oh, we do it like this. Yes. make it bold. It is call out value, and here it is 24, and we make it bold, and I can make it black, and that's it. We are good. So can you do what we did here, also here? Do what we did here, put it here. Do what we did here, also apply it here. So if we are good, maybe we can pause from here, but you can keep boom there. Go, put in more visualization. Put in more visualizations. You play around with Power BI. The good thing with Power BI is nothing will be destroyed. You just keep playing. And it's very, very simple. By this time tomorrow, you could be having very good dashboards. You are good? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, in your free time, you can keep practicing, but